we're back. I was just leveling up some stuff. Let's do this. See if I can get carried. As Mother Crystal taught me anything. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Will never reach it. Will never reach the deliverance you seek.
Ends this day. There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Even stars must die. All of us have known despair. We have seen the end. The same end. Again and again. sorrow so deep only emptiness remains. Tis so lonely between the stars. We have seen the end.
So close to not being embarrassed. I just couldn't do it. I had to be
The
embarrassed.
same end. Again and again. This is a kindness. All of us have known despair. Even stars must die. There is no happiness in life. There is only one place it may be found.
witness this day. There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Even Sard must die.
That was super embarrassing.
Utterly futile. Your suffering is at an end. This is a kindness. All of us have known despair. We have seen the end. The same end. Again and again. A sorrow so deep only emptiness remains. Tis so lonely between the stars. We have seen the end. Same end. Again and again. There is no happiness in life. There is only one place it may be found. Dynamis. No matter. You only delay the inevitable. This is fate. Your time has come. It always does.
This is fun.
What is this defiance? No! The hatred, the pain, the loss. We cannot suffer it again.
We will stand against fate.
No matter the cost.
We've been here before. Many a time.
Thus do we know.
To never give up.
Hope will shine again.
What we saw. What I saw. This can only end in misery and desolation. No light, no star, nor the universe itself. None should hope for better. If this was not the answer, then what is it? Where lies happiness?
Hey, accommodations, that's weird.
No matter where we flew, there was only darkness and loneliness and pain. We couldn't find the answers Hermes yearned for, the answers he deserved. Greetings, you who are my final encounter. I wish to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends? I can see them. The memories of a long, long journey. So many people. The thoughts of them overflowing in your heart. What they live for. What gives their lives meaning. There was never a single answer. You gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. Then start again. On and on it goes, until death takes you into its gentle embrace. That which Hermes sent us to find was there all this time. Like a field of flowers, perhaps. At first a single blossom. It spreads and takes on more colors. Thank you for guiding me here. To find these words at journey's end fills me with joy. And so, before I fall forever silent, there is one thing I must do. No expression of regret will undo what my sisters and I have done, or restore what we have stolen. But if you would allow it, I would sing one last song. A song of the newfound joy that swells in my heart. Of the beauty of light when it shines across a dark and starless sea. Of a dream that from the soil of worlds now lost to sorrow, life will spring forth once more, nourished by gentle rains and caressed by uplifting winds. A song of hope.
It's her talons. It's not paws, she's a bird. She's blue again.
One day, life will fill the universe again, and Hermes will see this and smile. How, I do not know. But I do know that where there is a will, there is a way. After all, miracles happen every day, do they not? I will create a path back to your ship, where your dear friends await. Hold in your heart your desire to return to them, then follow my lead and walk forth. That hope will surely guide you true.
Talons. I mean, not talons. Talons would be like eagle, raptors specifically, but I don't know. Maybe it's appropriate otherwise. She definitely has more raptor kind of feet, like a hawk or an eagle.
You mean to return to the world where you are hailed as a hero.
Oh, we gotta fight this guy finally. Finally. Right?
Hear me then. Not as a hero, but as simply you. As I learned in Alamigo, you are a formidable foe. Stronger than any I have faced. Against you, I need bring my all to bear. I need burn through the candle of my life. This is the sole pleasure I know. And it is the sole pleasure I have to share. And so I come before you to issue challenge and offer singular bliss. If you wish to walk away, I will not stop you. You value life. You do not burn yours save for reasons you deem worthy. Reasons such as those which brought you here. The salvation of a world and its people. The motives of a hero true. But there is more to you than that. You know this to be true. As surely as you know the thrill of pushing your body and soul to their limits. Of confronting ever mightier foes, dancing ever closer to the precipice, wondering if this will be the one to finally fill the void. Such pleasures you seek for their own sake, and no other reason. Is this not so, adventurer? Ha! Finally mustered the desire to kill me, have you?
And I killed you once, I'll do it again.
Go on then. Try and strike me down in this forsaken place. I shall return the favor. Aye, let us indulge in the only worthwhile pursuit and burn our lives to their end.
Alright. Let's see if I can do this my first try. Probably not. Slow burn Sprite with power swells.
Hold nothing back! Push yourself to your limit and need to mine! Is this truly the best Hyberland's chosen can master?
Oh, now I want to do this.
Show me your vaunted fortitude. Soon you'll know the full extent of my power. Mine for the taking! Mine for the taking! A test of your reflexes! A test of your reflexes! Mine for the taking!
Whoa!
A test of your reflexes! A test of your reflexes! Mine for the taking! Mine for the taking!
Yikes. I got hit by that guy.
reflexes!
There, we got this.
Ah, my soul! How it burns! I know you feel it too. The inferno swelling within you. Come! Let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor! I have you!
Wow.
Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent. Yes, yes! Rise once more! It mustn't end yet!
Holy cow, what in the world?
A test of your reflexes! I have you! A test of your reflexes! Show me your vaunted fortitude! Mine for the taking! I have you! Mine for the taking!
This fucking thing.
I have you! A test of your reflexes! Show me your vaunted fortitude! Mine for the taking! I have you! No, not yet. Not until the last of me is spent.
Oh, this is bullshit again.
Now fall! This is my moment! Our moment!
Quick time events. The only thing makes fun for is that pugilist is like, yeah, got him. I love that ribbon. That looks fabulous. Oh, man.
That I should lose again. How disappointing. Never have I understood those around me, understood their obsessions. Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities. But in these fleeting moments, there is a spark, blinding, brilliant. Gone too soon. What of you, my mirror? Born into this world, bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure. Was this life a gift or a burden? Did you find fulfillment.
Can you hear? Safe. Must tend to. Open your. Please.
Someone, and
Please.
you can't leave us. Not like this. If you do, I'll never forgive you. So come on. Open your eyes and get up.
Are you with us? Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought... After what you've done, you're the last person to be asking that. You... How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is the pain? That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening! There's nothing gladdening about this. When Meteon appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her,
We all got our hopes up, but you never came. And when you finally deign to appear, you're within an ilm of your life. Damn you! Damn you for making us worry!
Oh, those were cries of celebration! Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're all alive and in reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once. I hope you're ready.
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see. Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside. We're home, my friend. We're home.
Is that?
It is! It's the Ragnarok! They're back!
Thank heavens. Truly.
They've done it!
Welcome home.
Yes!
Welcome home, everyone!
care about this. Yeah, skip. That's a cute picture.
Dearest mother, dearest father, this letter will be the very last that I write to you from the rising stones. As I commit these words to parchment, I fondly recall my journey as a scion. From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days. At the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives. Fought against despair itself, a veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves. Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees, crushed by the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness. By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. And thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth. And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark. Thus believing, I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
you are, Alphino. Everyone is already gathered in the foyer.
My apologies. I'll be right there. At least, that is what the story will be. Sorry to keep you all waiting.
What could you possibly have left to do now?
Oh, just a letter.
I imagine it will be a while before we can gather like this again.
So it must be, if we're to keep up appearances. From now on, it falls to the Grand Company of Eorzea and its allies to deal with the realm's crises.
Meanwhile, we shall return to our erstwhile ways. Retreating from plain sight to take our place in the shadows once more.
Indeed. For the foreseeable future, I expect that we must work independently, as we seek out problems that want for solving. But a day will come when we face another great challenge, and we will face it together, as we always have.
As much as I look forward to that day, I do hope it doesn't come anytime soon.
Well, formal association or no, if any of you should require my services, you need but ask. I'll be glad to keep my lance arm honed.
I'll hold you to that. So you had better keep your link pearl on hand.
So you really mean to stay, Tataru?
Oh, someone has to keep the Rising Stones in proper order. And even a super-secret organization requires a super-secret base of operations. To the rest of the world, it will be naught more than a workshop for Eorzea's foremost up-and-coming artisan. If you thought our coffers were full to bursting before, just wait till I can devote myself wholly to the crafts.
Plotting to build a mercantile empire to rival that of Lord Lodorito, are we?
I, for one, look forward to your future successes, Tataru. As do I our next meeting.
And with that, I believe it is past time you all made ready to depart. Leave no preparations undone or words unsaid, all right? Now, off with you.
Ugh, never ends. Go on, don't miss a chance to say a word to each of your friends. After all, been to get through together. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Talk to you last. Oh, are you feeling any lingering aches or pains? Yeah, of course. I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in all of Mathol. No, it was good. When he came to me in Shoreline, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision on reason that if he would not be deterred from seeking you, he might at least aid in our cause, so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word. You defeated him despite your earlier exertions. Not knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision was cost you your life. No words could express the remorse. I feel... Oh, I thought that was it for me. This thing has like a bulge. So did everyone. I'm sorry. Time and time again I've been fully inadequate. I wasn't much use to battle, nor could I face the form without my nerves getting the better of me. I always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better, and I shall begin with the restoration of students of Valdesian. Through our work, Charlene will strengthen its ties to their nations, and we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest help, and Raha and Ojika, and other remaining members. Together we'll continue Grandfather's work. So before certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. Such times may be willing to assist us, not because you feel obliged, mind you, because you feel allured to task itself. Yeah, we'll see about that. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I won't hesitate to reach out to you. To that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Oh, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter you see to my parents. As busy as father has been in the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. Besides, I made them worry about lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as many as often as I am able. Little efforts set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlene. Both Alice and I are off to assist with Garlemond's recovery, you see, though uncertainty remains. Over what will become of the nation, we cannot well leave the capital in the present state. We join the members of the Ilsbard contingent will station there. Lucy and Maxima helm the relief effort with support from our allies, the people of Garlemond among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the temperate across the lands. At least you must understand we do not seek redemption for failing Licinia and her sister, that is a burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because the truth, the Lord Quintus' words. Truth that whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved in action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. Though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves strong in a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure the needs of the people come first. To understand their hearts, we may better help them begin anew. I'll do that when I can. By all means, full glad I would visit, I believe, speak Alice as well. Fairly as long as I've been in USA, you've been by my side watching over me in good times and in bad. How many times you gather to share tidings? No one could possibly keep count. World is changing, we'll continue to do so. No matter what the future brings, I hope you can never look into it. My times of mad dependable comrade and dear friend, Bo. Punch. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Oh, might you have a moment to talk? So I came over here, doofus. So shine, stepping away from public eye, I have been left to consider what new endeavors I may pursue. And after speaking with Krill, I've decided to be assisting her in the rebuilding of students of Valdesian. Not only am I indebted to Master Galef for giving me a new home, and our order of existence would have set foot in the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. Would have never met you, never become caretaker of the tower, never become a Cheyenne. Gave me a chance to do much good, and I cannot continue to do so with the students. When I benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps. Mysteries that prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omnicrons, when I asked if I thought it may someday be mentioned in the Earthic? Well, 'tis true that you're in a place at my side, stuff of dreams. In the end, nothing could be greater joy than stand with you in the here and now. There need to be some grand endeavor, there need to be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope you'll do the same with me. I know, I can all but hear Lena and Beck Luke's voices trying to remind me. Much as we've already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we even encounter Sarah's Omnicron somewhere out there. Which, all given how they took to the stars, it is implausible that some found themselves far from home. Should we ever encounter a wayward traveler waiting commands, will never come. I would bid them seek adventure with someone and with their partner find new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not omicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word, and should a commission of interest come my way, we will first to know. Are we staying our fellows too? I hadn't at present planned on journeying to any great length. Not that I'm averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, something that you've been on my thoughts since the last flames of the final days subsided. Yeah, what's up? During our travels, we witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than you can easily recall or remembered. Amongst these memories, certain essential facts, history of Ethos and the ancients, glimpses of Ea and the culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasure in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating informal records for wider consumption. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings. Whatever have I balked the idea of binding the subject to my studies in a booklet or tablet. Truth is given in shape and interpretation when we seek to capture it with our words and they mold it to fit a narrative, no matter how intentionally rendering. When it is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity, yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon another until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my own words would be akin to dilute fine wine with water. Yet, even with the potential of corrupted meaning, I do, of course, realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be painful, if ever indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon these experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Let's read and remembered. Very well, then I shall endeavor to pen what I can of Ea and the ancients and so many other wonders. I'm no scribe, at least polished work and word recording of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better having sought your opinion, left to our own devices and tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanses prompts me to tell you a new set of questions. Should you stumble in unknown or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. Never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. Oh my goodness, these are so long. If you have something to say, then not with it. Sucks the Shine's disillusion was more than a mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action we should be compensated as before. Very so concerned for me anyway. In any case, I don't want your for options, even if they're worse than others. No sooner did Emmerich hear about our disbarment than he offered me a position as a guardsman in the Imperium District. As former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment. You have. Some days ago, a Hanish envoy arrived, a word of Ritra. One requests my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but perhaps two dragons, like as not. In Thavner, like elsewhere, the phenomenon caused by the Foundries abated when they defeated Meitian, though it was too late for those who had already transformed. Life is going to return to normal for the survivors. Sought refuge in Charlotte, most have already returned home, but many do not have a home to return to their loved ones. By an arrangement between Virtue and the Forum, such souls may remain in Charlotte if they wish to work and study. Virtue is always the satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has a complete confidence in his people, if the envoy's tone was an indication. I find myself speaking favorably of dragons late. Not some guy would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Future's kin sought release from conflict, so where were they suffering and rot, they surrendered to oblivion. When Midgard's former didn't give up, in hope he made the journey to distant Etheris with his clutch of eggs. And through his progeny went to be embroiled in conflict with men. They were times when they translated hatred to abide in harmony. That is legacy and our triumph. In my lance I feel the weight of the struggle and the strength of the resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned about nor joined you. Should they have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. Our champion and savior, I seem to think my chance for earnings will never come, and sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I swear about yours and the rest of you, for that matter, in the mid truth. You're very awkward. Glad to hear it, in a bad way. The healing magics are no, I'm impressed how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, it's hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. I am the Green Lantern. Look at what you accomplished. Median defeated, her song of oblivion cut short, the source fall reflection slivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now, Erin has a tomorrow to look forward to it. I can ask for no greater gift than that. Daddy, thank her. As for lesser gifts, however, the next time you see her, I'd appreciate you not describing my travel plans with your Andrew as aimless wandering. We're purpose in our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of shines on the world stage. Never being into little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out here and there when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I'm faring well and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention his feelings being uprooted. Never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stone which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return when our work was done? On the day the Shines came together, I hoped for Nephila to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one where here myself. Indulge me, I have a question for you, and imagine Nephila asking herself is asking, are you glad you have joined the Shines? That's one way of putting it. In many ways, experience has left us far stronger than we began. But all good things must come to an, at least for a time. Should we need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance? You know who to ask. I'll come running. I could get a certain funny talking fortune teller into the bargain. Salvation may play dream for as it comes closer to rally with every step the Shines take. Yes, it was still the throes of change, but it is improving day by day. So you're praying whatever new road you walk will bring you wonder and joy you deserve. Should you need a rest in between your journeys, do come join me in the terrace for old time's sake. I don't really care about these people. Who are these people? Or those people? Oh, it's this song. Awesome. I've spoken to our comrades, so its parting is be not forevermore. 'Tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow akin to Pixie's path. Navigation of such worlds is a perilous endeavor indeed. For their part, however, the low burritos embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel of the moon, yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Etheris. Thus, our lunar visitors convened with the forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role for a solitary satellite. Yet ere the decay came to pass, there is much and more each party must learn of the other, to a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. That end, a cadre of low burritos hath gleefully dispersed across our lands, and they have mutual understanding. Hadelin, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of the star, and 'tis in its own nature, I believe, that doth manifest in this impression and exhaustible curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which strove to achieve, I wish more keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, and the abiding affection of man result in the boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in the knowledge they see fit to impart. Does thou think so? The burritos are certainly possessed of unique outlook, and it hath been a pleasure to act as a facilitating upon this star. Mayhap I might yet serve as a bridge betwixt them and our fellow men, as Moon Burrito once did for me. Moon Bread. But I shall digress no further. This day shall belong to the Shines of the Seventh Dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Time hath mine reticence caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet here amongst you I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus, instead I proffer my humble support. Be it into the deepest abyss, the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder. Across stormy seas, ever shall I stand. It's thy summons. the saddest farewell of all. Seen your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings when I find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. In case you hadn't heard, we've received no reports detailing devastation caused by the final days. It appears Citrus Graves lands surrounding the Bounty where the sky first began to burn. After that, the calamity observed in the far north and Garlemald and the frozen lands beyond. Also reports the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area northern empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Charlene too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. Scions are no longer needed. Since they won't help, and you can, of course, as individuals, no more the order of business. We're probably heading to Garlemald with Alphino, and they are among the worst affected, and I still need all the help they can get. Well, it's been fun. Maybe I'll see you catch around. It'll be an inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. No, it doesn't make it any easier, though, that I'll curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem and save every long soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for my own people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of my many moments of triumph and accompanying determined expression. Even those who still know me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm out there somewhere trying my very best. Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said. Things for me, I'll vastly improve, so don't be surprised when you find yourself marbling at me. Spoken to Phil, have you? So I'm thinking to send everyone off. With your permission, then. Attention, please. The risk upon the mood. The time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next time, be well. Argos, wind up, Herois.
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then, though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania. There is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Charlion before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Radzat Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Go back to Azim's Step. See my parents. Chill the fuck out. They're cold dead eyes.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge her plans.
quite right.
Indeed.
Fair point. So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Yeah, they did a good job like wrapping up all the storylines. It's time to tell my friend our journey will never end. Because we love money. And this game makes a lot of money. Oh, fun. What's this creepy thing going on? Where is this? Oh, it's Opus.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal. And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night. The beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as she foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium. Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
Pandemonium. I think that's the big raid. We have completed the main scenario quest. Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Old Charleon. Additionally, may not enter dead ends. Party of NPC avatars to make use of the feature open trust and duty feature as well. Champion with us many more adventures await you. That is the course for all. Oh my goodness. Alright, well. What am I gonna do? Let's stop this.